Hello, my friends. It is Tucson Goodie Bag pre-order launch day. Hello, everyone. Let me see if I can turn off. I don't know. I'm getting some messages coming through, so you might hear some dings, but we're working on stuff in the background. Hello. Oh my goodness. So we don't do pre-orders very often. So we've been sort of scrambling around, making sure that everything is the way we need it to be for today's launch. We've got 4 different goodie bags for you. I'm going to pop up that banner. So before I even jump into that, hi everyone. I'm Kristen Fagan. I'm here with Softlex Company. I am standing in for Sara today because she is taking a well-deserved break with her family, doing a little camping. And Terry says, "How dare us? She had to order them all. She is so mad." I know. Well, we found, I think the first year we tried to do a Tucson box was magenta. Remember that? That was quite a few years ago. And we found that it was really tough to do one box and get a large quantity of it because the way Tucson is, a lot of the vendors don't have a large quantity of any one thing. So last year, worked out way better. We kind of did the same thing this year where we made 4 different boxes, 4 different colorways, but a smaller quantity of each. This way it was a little easier to shop because we had a really hard time procuring like the large number for that one box that first year. So now we've got 4. How dare us? And let me pop up the banner for that. I know I love my new necklace. I made this on Monday. So if you want to check out the tutorial for this, I made it on Monday. We do still have some of this howlite available. This live sale is over, but we do have another live sale on February 19th. So they might be, what's left might be in that sale. Stay tuned for that. But let me pop up a little graphic I made with all of our 4 colorways and then some pictures of us shopping. Isn't that fun? Let's see. So we settled up and Sara and I and Scott too took a trip to Tucson for the Tucson Gem Show. Sara and I did a ton of shopping for all of you. You really turned up for our live sales. We thank you so very much. We had the best time looking for new and exciting and affordable things for you. And then on Friday, a little bit on Thursday too. On Thursday and Friday, the last 2 days we had in Tucson before we left, we shopped for your goodie bags. So we created 4 themed collections based on the Sonoran Desert. We've got Canyon Lake, Desert Adventure, Twilight Sky, and Sonoran Foothills. Each goodie bag contains a themed collection that Sara and I handpicked together for you. So be sure to check that out. I hope you guys really love it. We are requesting that you order them separate from anything else if possible. That just makes it a little easier on the office side because we'd want to ship your orders and then these pre-orders will go out separately. I think if you do it on the same one, we have a system where it'll like give out the pre-orders in a separate stack, but it would just be a little easier on the office if you do order them separate from anything else that you're planning to order. They also incur a little bit of a shipping fee. There's a $3.50 flat shipping fee that is applied even if you get free shipping. because of the transport, the packaging, and the fact that we're likely going to have to ship this separately than anything else. Now, if you do order more than one, and then they're all going to go in a package together, you could probably message the office. I don't think the system will be able to know. Like, I think it'll give you that $350 charge no matter what. So if you do order 4 of them together, it'll charge you the $350. Just message the office after you place your order, and I'm sure they'll be able to go ahead and refund the excess shipping fee. Aw, thanks, Terry. Terry says she's not going to message the office. We worked for that. We sure did. Oh my gosh. I had like 60 some odd hours. I think it was like 63 hours in those 5 days. It was bonkers. And then I worked all weekend on my art biz because I'm a glutton for punishment. I knew I was going to be busy, but I didn't think I didn't really know what I was in for. So I feel like it took all the way till kind of Monday before I finally got a chance to relax. So thank you for that. But yes, if you do want to, it is fun work, Dana. That's one of the things that's great, right? Is if you're doing something you love, you can just keep going. It was funny because even when we were trying to take breaks on the couch and the Airbnb, and there was one time we came back from shopping and we had a little bit of time before our dinner order arrived. And I was just like, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm not doing anything. And you know what happened? We started talking about beads. And we started talking about some plans and some future ideas. And we were like, what are we doing? We're supposed to be breaking right now. We're not supposed to be talking about work. But when you love what you do, it just shows up all the time, even when you're trying to take a break, right? So I feel very blessed that, and I know Sara does too, that we get to have a job that inspires us so much and we enjoy so much that even when we're trying to take a break, we're talking and thinking about beads. We were just resting our feet. Exactly. That's exactly it. I was like, I have to put my feet up. I had to kind of put my feet up on the couch. Okay. Let me see what's happening in the background. I see some chats happening. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything important about what's going on. Okay. All right. It looks like there's some good chatter happening that they're working it out. It's been a wild day. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the goodie bags. Now, I can't tell you what's in them exactly. They are a mystery. But what I can tell you is that we picked up beads at every show for you. So there's a little bit of the gem mall. There's a little bit from the African market. There's a little bit from the 22nd Street show, which were basically the three shows we were hitting up. And then within the gem mall, there were multiple tents. And I think we actually even got beads from at least 2, if not more, of those tents. So you're going to get a really nice variety. Again, they're based along the colorways. I'm going to actually pull up. Let me see if I can pull up the website so you can take a look at the pictures that I put together for you a little bit bigger. Let's go grab that. This way you have an idea of. They're right here on the homepage, directly under the Tucson Goodie Bag pre-order launch. And let's start with this one. So this is the Canyon Lake Goodie Bag. And really the only hint you're getting is the colorway. So this one was based on desert lakes that you find in Tucson and in Arizona in general. And it's going to have some of those desert lake colors for all of you. So there's one. The next one is Twilight Sky. And this one's inspired by the desert, beautiful desert night sky. So think dusk, a little bit after sunset when you've got those gorgeous purples and a little bit of golden light. That's the only hints I'm going to give you. Our third one is Desert Adventure. Think of this one as like taking a nice desert hike along the trail, all of the colors, lots of succulents and cactus and things like that that you will see. That's what inspired this goodie bag. And then last but not least is the Sonoran foothills. So this is that beautiful kind of dusty look at, this is probably more like a sunrise, I would say, rather than the dusk one for Twilight. This is more like sunrise and all of those really beautiful colors that are in the foothill mountains of the desert. Warm, dusty, sandy, that kind of vibe on that one. For shipping, we are going to try and get these out to you as quick as we can. We didn't actually put a date on the product because we want to make sure we give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. We're waiting for our products to arrive back from Tucson. They should be there, I think, mid next week. And then we'll have to process a bunch of the products and bag them up and then get them out to you. So I'd say give us a few weeks towards the end of the month where we're expecting we should have it all out in the mail to you. But again, we didn't put a definitive date just in case, you know, something takes a little longer than we expected. We don't want you to be disappointed. We will likely get it out as soon as we possibly can. You all know that our shipping is super fast. So as long as we can get the beads in a timely manner, get them processed in the system, bag them up, we will get them out to you as quickly as we can with the high quality standards that we have here at Softflex Company to make sure everything is correct and bagged nicely and that everything arrives safe and sound. Liz says they all sound amazing. They were a lot of fun. It was really a joint effort between Sara and I for all of them. I know we played around with the idea of her picking some and me picking some and having a little bit of a challenge. But we decided we didn't want to put any cracks in our friendship with any type of very competitive challenge like that. Instead, we both were very involved in choosing all of the items that went into the bag. So everything that we picked was signed off by the other person. It was like, this goes with that. Does this go with that? How do you think about this? We had total joint partnership in creating all 4 bags. Myra, they are not all gemstones. Nope. The Tucson bead show has all sorts of things. So do they have some stones in it? They do. Do they have other stuff in it? They do. Because you can find all sorts of items from glass and metal and brass and stones, and I don't want to give it all. I don't want to give anything away, but it is a mixture. It is, it's a good mix. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So Thomas, how's it going? Are we like, do you think everything is settled down in the office a little bit? I hope so. I think we're doing good. Okay. Kind of, Debbie, yes. I will say that we were thoughtful about making sure that each of the bag had similar types of products, like a well-rounded collection, just in different colorways. Now, everything's not exactly the same. So you're not going to get the same shape. You're not going to get the same color, obviously, in each of the bags. You're not, but we did try in terms of like a style. So if we were like, we've given you one of this type of bead, we're going to try and give that type of bead in multiple sets. They just might be slightly different. Color, shape, size, that might be different. But like the style, does that make sense? And that kind of made it easier on us to make quicker decisions and make sure we were hitting it with everybody, you know, make sure all the bags were very similar in value. And yeah, I was like, I just want to tell you what they are. I have a few fun things to share with you at my desk. One of the things I wanted to share is I didn't even realize I had this, but did you guys see those super cute bells that Sara picked up for the live sale? Well, I found this little wall hanging in my house that a friend made for me, and she had some of those. Terry, I'm a horrible listener. Are there variances between the bag styles as well? Like, might one Sonoran be different than the other? No. All of the Sonorans are the same. We only have a small quantity, I think 30 of each colorway, and they are all the same. And that's why we made that quantity so small, is that we were able to kind of make sure that all the Sonorans got this. And then the Desert Adventures got that. And then the Twilight Sky, and then the Canyon Lake. So you don't have to worry about their variances within each type. There's just the 4 different bags. Thank Evans. I know, because then you'd be like, oh goodness, now I have to order 2 of each to see what the mystery might be of something different. So I wanted to share this with you. Again, the live sale is closed, but we do have some of these bells left. So I wanted to make sure I shared it. Look, so a friend of mine made this for me. It's, I think it goes by your door or maybe like an entrance to your space. And it's got a bunch of bells. I think I talked about this before, like bells are supposed to rid negative energy. But the little bells on here that she did are the same adorable little bells that we picked up from Nepal. And this would be the small size. This was the small size. Does she have any other ones that are bigger? She put a couple of them on here. Isn't that the cutest? So cute. Sara made a wonderful necklace with the bells. Some of you were not as into the idea of wearing bells around your neck, though. And I think that this is such a fun way to use them in more of like a wall hanging. The other thing I'm doing is I'm working on a journal and doing like a decorative cover with some ribbon. And I bet adding a little bell with some beads at the bottom of that for the journal would be really, really, really fun too. Oh, Tina, can I rate the bags? I don't know if I can because I helped pick them. I think they're all fabulous. Yeah, we didn't put anything in there that we didn't really love ourselves. So it's really hard to rate. I think the only thing you can really do is take a look at the overall color scheme of the graphic and you'll know which ones kind of feel right for you, because everything that's in there is pretty great. It's pretty great. And I helped pick them all, so I love them all. I know. I'm such a tease, Sherry. Yes, it's made with sari silk. Oh, so pretty. So, so pretty. I watch a lot of things while I work too, Terry. So I'm right there with you. Couple other things I have at my desk that I wanted to share. Let's see. I don't know. Should we make anything together? I was really just popping on to do the Tucson launch and just make sure you all knew about it. Do you guys have any other questions I can answer about the goodie bags? But I can make something small if you want to.